I'm turning round, round, following my feelings crazy, narrow bound, searching for brothers in arms.
So hello friends of the French for Religion, I am greeting you. My name is Thomas Gast. I am a German national. I am 62 years today, and I spent 17 years of my life in the French Foreign Legion. And I will tell you my lifetime story within the Légion étrangère. No coffee, no working.
Round, round, following my feelings crazy, narrow bound. Here we are, here you are, here I am, moving towards invincibility.
No coffee, no worky is my slogan, because I like coffee, and if you don't give me coffee, I tell you nothing. That's the point. And I don't work either. Yeah. Okay, before I come to tell you my story within the Légion étrangère, I will have a message for you. I have a message for you. And the message is, if you are somewhere out there, if you are in France, in Paris, if you are in Netherlands, if you are in Italy, if you are in Switzerland, if you are in Germany, if you are in Russia, in China, Indonesia, Japan, South America, wherever you are, if you think you have a good reason to join the French Foreign Legion, do so. Join the Legion, they earn a rank after a certain while, 3-4 years, sergeant chef or sergeant, whatever, or adjutant. I was an adjutant. And then, after a while, they make sure that the family joined them in France, right? So maybe afterwards also you can have the French citizenship, you know? Even if you ask after 3 years, and after 5 years, maybe they will give you the French citizenship. Maybe you have to stay 1 or 2 years longer. Okay? This is a normal administrative procedure. Or you have been wounded in combat. When you are wounded in combat, they will issue to you, if you want it, the French citizenship. So, there are as many reasons to join the French Foreign Legion as you have stars above in the sky. And this is good. This is perfect. Sometimes a man have done bullshit in his life and he needs a second chance. And the French Foreign Legion is the only institution all over the world who will give you guys a second chance. And this is for sure. So do not hesitate if you want to join the French Foreign Legion for one or the other reason. It's very important. So I joined in 1985. And I remember very well, it was in a Pile in Strasbourg, Poste d'Information Légion étrangère. And this is a recruiting and information desk in the city of Strasbourg, close to Germany. I didn't expect something from the French Foreign Legion. I did not know the French Foreign Legion. I didn't know what it was. I did not speak one simple word in French language. No, not one. Yes. Hello, bonjour. Bonjour, that's all. I knocked on the door, and in my head, I had an idea. The idea was there was a big legionnaire with scars in his face, with muscles everywhere, who will open the door. It wasn't like this. The door opened, and I have seen a young man, maybe 30 years old, mustache. He was lean, big, lean, with a friendly face. He looked at me and he said, "Welcome, very welcome." And this was like, "Hey, brother, you are very welcome in our band of in our band of warriors. You know, you are a brother in arms. Very welcome." And it was very warm for my heart. You know, you believe me, it's crazy. Welcome. And for me, it was, as I passed through the door, it was like entering in a new world, in a new life. And in fact, it was like this. For me, a new life started with the words from the caporal chef. Afterwards, I knew there was a caporal chef. "Very welcome. Come in." You know? Okay, no coffee, no worky. So I entered the Peel in Strasbourg, and the first thing happened, the caporal showed me, it was like going through the door. To the right, you have a couloir, and I turned right. And in the end of the couloir, there have been a little waiting room, and the caporal chef showed me the waiting room, and he said, okay, go in there, sit down. You will have a couple of magazines, magazine Capy Blanc. Look at them. And here's the screen. We show you some movie from the French Foreign Legion, and if you're still here in 1 hour, I suppose that you want to join the French Foreign Legion for the good. Okay? 1 hour later, the caporal chef was back. He looked at me and said, you want to still join the French Foreign Legion? I say, yes. Okay, so you get up on your feet. You see the door? Yes, caporal chef. You go there, you knock on the door. Behind the door in the office, you will find a sergeant chef. The sergeant chef is the deputy of the Peel, and he will make you sign the contract. I say, oui, caporal chef. Went to the door, knocked on the door. I presented myself. Hello, I'm Thomas Gast, come from Germany. I don't want to be Joe Block anymore. I want to join the French Foreign Legion, blah, 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 blah. Okay, here's the contract. 3 pages. I didn't read the contract. I signed immediately. And I was happy with this. Sergeant chef was happy with this. Caporal chef was happy with this. The next thing happened, they brought me to a room, to my chambre, was the first word I learned in French language. 6 meters long, 6 meters large, 2.5 meters high, 6 beds, 6 lockers, 6 chairs, 1 table, nothing else, And one of the bed was mine. And I put my sack, I had a rucksack with me, and in the rucksack, there was my whole life. A couple of memories from my from the past, then maybe some slips, some stockings, something to wash, brush my teeth and shave myself. That's all, nothing more. I had no, this time we did not have handies or tablets or whatever. I did not have any jewelry. I did not have big money. I had nothing. Souvenirs from the past and some clothes, something to wash myself. That's all. With these items, I joined the French Foreign Legion. Really, I was determined to join the French Foreign Legion. I had reasons to do so. I did not want to be Mr. Joe Block my whole life. I did not want a life with doing peanuts. I did not want a life like my brother had, like other friends of mine had, going up early in the morning every day, making breakfast, going to job, lunch, going to job again, coming home in the evening, dinner, 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, 1 week, 2 weeks, 1 month, 1 year, 5 years, 10 years. A life without excitement, a life without sense, a life without danger, a life without, let me tell you, without risk, And I wanted adventure. I wanted to live adventure. I wanted to meet people coming from foreign countries, other cultures, other languages, other faces. I wanted a life in insecurity. I wanted another horizon in my life, And that's what I wanted, I only have one life, and I want to live this life not as Mr. Joe Block, but in high expectation of adventure. I wanted adventure. That's the point. I wanted go out of my ordinary life to see something exceptional. I wanted a life, a genuine life, a man's life. The Schweizer said in his quotient, Ich will kein Allerweltsmensch sein. I don't want to be Mr. Joe Block my whole life. And this was my reason to join the French Foreign Legion. So I was the only person for this day in this room, 6 meter to 250. And 2 or 3 days later, we have been 4. It was me, a German guy, a guy coming from Switzerland, an Italian guy, and a gentleman coming from England. So 4 guys. And in the end of the week, everything was done. And we were ready to join Albania by train. But meanwhile, from the first day to the last day, we had to do some corvee. And this is what you will meet when you join the French Foreign Legion doing corvée. You have a lot of corvée. Corvée ordinaire, corvée foyer, corvée quartier, corvée here, corvée there, corvée everywhere. And corvée, that means that you take a broom, that you take a brush, that you take something to clean something, and this is your job. Corvée means cleaning, being a slave for other people to clean something. But corvée is a necessary thing. If you don't do corvée in your room, in your house, it stinks. It's dirty. So corvée is necessary, and it's a common thing for everybody, for the collectivity. The end of the first week, we joined Albania by train. But let me tell you something. When you want to join the French Foreign Legion, it's absolutely not necessary that you speak the language. You don't need to speak French language to join the French Foreign Legion, because they will teach you. And this is the important message. Don't be afraid. A lot of people asking me today, hey Tom, how can I prepare myself to join the French Foreign Legion? What should I do? How can I train? What is important and what is not? Okay, language is not important because they will teach you. Physical training is important, but not in a way that you think. Train a little bit, go running every day, and it's good. Make some push-ups, some pull-ups, 2-3 months before joining the Legion, and it will be good. The main thing for you is to have a collective spirit, to have an esprit légion étrangère. What means you're going there and you are determined, you are decided to stay there, and you have a good reason. You want to leave the past behind. Never look back over your shoulder to your past. And that's the point. You know? Determination in your will, in your wish. I will join the French Foreign Legion. I will stay there. And I will be a good legionnaire. You know, I want to live adventures, and I want to be part of one of the best army of the world. That's the point. Esprit légion étrangère. Here. Everything is here. That's the point. And if they see this will in your head, if you see your determination, no problem, brother. No problem. So let's talk a little bit about the contract. Your first contract will be 5 years. All the time. Every time. 5 years. Not less, not more. But when you're in and when your first contract is almost finished, they will offer you another contract. Maybe for 1 year, maybe for 2 years, maybe for 6 months. But if you didn't serve with honor and fidelity, they won't offer you a next contract. So you make your 5 years and then you go out. You know? When you serve within the French Foreign Legion, is to serve the French Foreign Legion. Not to take, is to give. And you also must be aware that when you join the French Foreign Legion and the institution, Légion étrangère, thinks that is good for you to change your identity, they will do so. They will proceed. They will give you another name. They will give you another identity. This is for your protection and for the protection of the French Foreign Legion as an institution. Okay? In France, they say sous identité déclarée. I seriously think that the French Foreign Legion, the system French Foreign Legion, is the best concept of integration. The French Foreign Legion is the place where I met the most interesting people in my life. When you join the French Foreign Legion, you can do and you can be everything. But the main idea behind the words Légion étrangère is making war. They will make out of you, Mr. Joe Block, a warrior, a guerrier, an elite soldat. So once the day will come that you have to show that you are able to be a good warrior.